Hey y'all, hey, welcome to another vlog. Today, what little girl? Today is Wednesday. I'm currently working on getting some vlogs uploaded so they're in schedule to release and all that fun stuff with little mama. Yeah, it's been a rough couple of days. She does have stop, girl, you kicking me. Yeah, she has a cold. So right now she's in a pretty good mood, as y'all can tell. But she has a cold. We went to the ER the other morning. It was there from 10:30 to about 4:45 that morning. And then we got home. We was sleepy. We slept all day yesterday. And then we ended up going to, well, no, we didn't. I take that back. We slept. I let her sleep most of the day. Then she had to go to the pediatrician so he could do a follow-up and look at her. And just reaffirm what they said in the emergency room. We did that. Yeah, we did that. What else we do, girl? We did. And then after we did that, we came home and I let her rest because she was tired from the night before plus that day. And so we got her tested, make sure she didn't have the flu, the COVID, or anything like that, and she came back good. She just has a common cold. And I know when it came on from when we was out of town on spring break, she it's been super windy, and so I'm sure she got a little bit of that wind on her, and that's how I got sick, mama. That's how I got sick. But I'm okay. I'm getting better. Yeah, I getting better. Yeah, I getting so much better. Yeah, you are. You are. Yeah, it's gonna be better in no time. So yeah, so that's that. We had that going on. I'm trying the views on y'all. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah. And what else? Tell me about it. Tell me more. Y'all see a little feet in the camera. Anyway, so on top of that, her eczema has been acting up. I don't know if I told y'all. If I did, I'll take it out. But if not, I'm going to leave it in. I'll probably leave it in anyway because I forget. But she does have eczema. And she's been having like flare-ups lately. And so with her flare-ups... Okay, mamas? So she's been having flare-ups. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So she's been having flare-ups. So I've been trying to find out what works best. So I bought some Eucerin. I got some Aquaphor. I have coconut oil, like you name it, I've bought it so I can figure out which works best for her. I'm trying to keep her moisturized. Yeah, I'm keeping you moisturized, girl. So she be shiny on some days and some days, But I be feeling better, mama. Yeah, she just so damn cute. She be smelling. I be feeling better, mama. Yeah, you feel better? So I getting the feeling a little better, mama. Just a little bit. Yeah, I know it. I know it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, but it's been pretty much a slow week for the most part. We haven't, aside from that, we just been trying to recuperate from spring break, and we've been trying to get her together, make sure she's good. I've been working on like my blog and stuff. Trying to be rested, so yeah, we're done with high school basketball. Now we're going into AAU season basketball. So the kids are back and forth with practice and all that stuff. So and I'm here with little mama. Up, 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 up. Where's the thing at? So I tend, like, when I catch her spitting up. So when I catch her spitting up, I use one of those little suction things to kind of catch it. Because sometimes, especially with her having mucus, yeah, her little ones are getting too small. You hear a congestion. Okay. But yeah, so when she spits up, it's so, because with the mucus, it gets like, it gets caught. So I try to suction out as much as I can so she won't choke on it if I can. Try to help her out a little bit. I mean, she can do it, but I like to help out, you know. Ain't that right, mama's baby? Mama's baby. I feel like you finna poop. It's your morning poop time. Say, yep, mama, don't be telling my business. All right, y'all. So it's later on in the evening. I am about to start cooking dinner. I did just get. An order in from Amazon. The other half of my order, and I bought this here. If you've ever used this before, let me know in the comments. But I did buy this water. This is a cleansing water for babies. No rinse, soothing, cleansing water for face and diaper area. So instead of when I don't give her a bath, because she does not take a bath every single night. She's an infant. We're in the house, so there's no need. If we're out, like say we're out 2 days in a row, then 2 days in a row she'll get a bath. But for the most part, she doesn't take a bath every day. She does a really good wash off sponge bath. But anyway, I bought that so I could use it in between baths, and I want to see how it works. So if y'all use it before, let me know. But I also got a nasal aspirator. This is an electric one. I got off Amazon. Helps clear stuffy nose fast and gently. I got this because of the suction, but like I have the Freedom Mom suction. That works. I also have the little bulb, but the bulb, I know it holds stuff in. It gets really nasty after a while, and I can't see it, so I didn't really want that. So I wanted to try this instead and see how I like that. So we'll try that on baby girl. I don't suction her nose, and I try to avoid suctioning her nose so much. So if you don't know, and if you don't follow me on Instagram, you should, so you can stay up to date in between these vlogs. So we're just trying to get her better through that. But I'm about to cook some catfish, some cabbage, and some corn on the cob. So the corn on the cob is going to go on the stove. The cabbage is going to go in the air fryer. Not the air fryer. Cabbage is going to go in the pressure cooker. And the catfish is going to go in the air fryer. I'm trying to make this real quick and simple. If you know, you know. If you don't know, then... Hello? Hey. I'm finna... Lost my train of thought. Man, that's good. Okay, so like I was saying, we and I think now that I'm thinking about it, I think I might fix a dessert too. But yeah, and if you know, you know. If you don't know, then I'm gonna tell you, I definitely know how to cook. I just don't like to cook, so there lies the problem. But I'm cooking because I'm gonna say this, but it's not. It's for the time being. Like I'm still on maternity leave. I say I'm a stay-at-home mom. So I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I have to get up and make sure things are done around the house, whatever I can with baby girl. But yeah, so she's sick, so we're trying to get her back. I'm about to cook dinner. Lakeithan has basketball tonight. We got stuff going on, so yeah. Anyway, so I want to give you guys an update on my whole breastfeeding journey. Is what I want to do, because I haven't given you guys an update since my last vlog. We talked about it, but I haven't given you guys an update, and I want to give you an update. Okay, yeah, perfect. Okay, so the last time we discussed it, I told you guys I saw the lactation consultant. She came over, she helped me out, helped me figure out what I was doing right, what I was doing wrong, and get baby girl to properly latch. So just a quick recap. I was dealing with really sore nipples. Really sore nipples. Like, I'm really emphasizing sore nipples. And it was so bad that my nipples actually was bleeding. Like, I had what they call strawberry milk, because there was blood in my milk from my nipples. I became concerned, so I reached out to a lactation consultant and found her. She came over. She literally sat with us, I want to say for at least an hour, hour and a half, and she talked about everything from the lashing on to the, you know, the way you produce milk, all that stuff. So she was very helpful in that regard, and I'm so thankful for it. So what I will say before we even get started is, if you are breastfeeding, considering breastfeeding, definitely reach out to a lactation consultant. I thought I knew, like, in my mind, I thought the baby just get on there, she's sucking and gone about her business, because it was good the first, what, 2 or 3 days. I'll say first week it was good, and then baby, okay. So get you a lactation consultant if you have to, because they know what they're doing. Let me say that. So yeah, got her. She came, she showed me, and we've been smooth sailing ever since. So at that time, last time I gave y'all the vlog, I was supplementing formula. Last time I talked to y'all, I think I said I was going to decrease it from, from supplementing, from giving her 2 bottles a day to, 2 bottles of formula to 1. Now, I am happy to say that I am able to fully nurse her. So we're not doing any formula. We don't, I just exclusively nurse for the most part. Unless I'm going, like, I still have my milk stash in the freezer, but for the most part, I'm mainly breastfeeding. And it is such a blessing to be able to produce enough milk for her, but it's also a convenience to be able to produce and be able to feed her, because nights are so much easier than having to get up and warm up a bottle, especially now because her dad is really busy with work, and you know, it makes life a little easy. It makes life a lot easier. So I did not, when I it wasn't the plan to exclusively breastfeed. That wasn't the plan. The plan was to continue to bottle feed and give a little formula, whatever. But because she's gaining weight like she should, right now she's 13 pounds. She was born 8/12. I look at that. It's either 8/12 or 8/15. But she was pretty big when she was born. But so she's a big baby. So to be able to keep up with her feedings is nothing short of a blessing, to say the least. So now, let's talk about why I stopped pumping. Okay, because I don't pump either. I mainly use my Haka for the most part when I do use it. So if you don't know what the Haka is, it's basically a manual pump. When you're nursing on one side, you put the Haka to catch the letdown over here, so there's no milk wasted. So I use the Haka. I haven't been using it as much lately, but I do use it to catch the letdown. Or if I don't have it with me, I kind of, when I have a letdown on this side, I just kind of press it and it stops the letdown. It's like a stopper, so to speak. It's like a stopper, so I catch the letdown that way. So because listen, we don't want to waste no milk, okay? We ain't gotta waste no milk. We ain't trying to waste it. So I did not like pumping because, as you know, or maybe you don't know, and you'll probably find out if you decide to breastfeed, and it does not necessarily happen to everybody. That's why I say you probably will find out. But when you're breastfeeding, you release different hormones, and some of those hormones will have you feeling like super crazy. So literally every time I would breastfeed, every time I would pump, I felt like so weird, and I felt so sad, and I felt like all these rush of emotions. There's a name for it, Demer. So I'm gonna show y'all. And I saw this on TikTok, y'all. So can y'all see that? Okay. So it's a dysphoric milk ejection reflux. So basically, whenever you get ready to have a letdown, this feeling just comes over you. I can't describe the feeling. It's just a hormonal feeling, and I didn't like it. And if you know, like when you breastfeed, I'm sorry, breastfeed. When you pump, you let down at least 2 to 3 times while you're pumping, because your pump sessions are about 20-30 minutes. For some people it's 45 minutes, you know, depending on the person. I'm not an oversupplier, so I kind of pumped for a little while, but I did not like that feeling, y'all. It was such a, I don't know. And I was telling my husband, like, I don't know what the feeling was, but I don't like it. And so, do I get that feeling sometimes when I'm feeding? Yes, but it's very, very, very short-lived. Very short versus when I'm pumping. Like, so once I started realizing that's what it was and it was affecting me, I stopped pumping. I just was like, you know what? I got these pumps. I'm putting it back. Matter of fact, I had went and bought a new pump, the Spectra pump that my lactation consultant suggested that I purchased. I bought that and I have not even used it. It's still in the box. I got to take it back to Target because I literally stopped pumping shortly after seeing her. So that was a thing. And that was the main reason why I stopped. And plus, it was so time consuming, y'all. Like, pumping is very time consuming. You have to have a lot of dedication. And I was skipping some pumps because I didn't feel like it. And I knew that wasn't ultimately good for my milk supply because it's supply and demand. So the more you pump, the more, you know, your body will tell you that you need more milk. And so because I wasn't pumping on demand like that, I knew that it could eventually affect my milk supply. So I was like, you know what, let me just stop altogether because I wasn't consistent with the pumping at all. I literally just fell off. I was like, nope, I don't want to do it. I didn't feel like it. Putting her on to nurse, it was easy, but to just pump, I didn't like it. So I stopped. That's why I stopped pumping, because I didn't like the feeling of pumping. I felt like a cow. Like, it's just, I don't know, it was different. So, that's no knock on anybody that pumps. If you pump and you love it, if you like it, I love it, you know. It's just not for everybody. Exclusively breastfeeding isn't for everybody. Like, you gotta find what works for you. And like I say, I found what works for me. What works for me is breastfeeding her like I do. And I love it. I love it. I don't have to be, and it's a convenience, y'all. Let's be honest. Like, my friend was like, oh, you took the lazy way out. That's what you want to call it, friend? She like, she wasn't saying it in like a rude way. She was just saying, like, that's the easy way out. It absolutely is, because I don't have to pack bottles. I don't have to pack formula. Now, do I take a bottle of formula with us? I absolutely do, just in case I'm tied up or something happens and I can't feed her and her dad needs to get her. Like, I'll take it just for that, in case of that, because we do have formula that we need to use. But just to be like, oh, I gotta pack all these bottles because baby gotta feed, no. And when I'm in public, I don't have no problem with whipping this thing out and feeding her. Like, we couple up, get us a little blanket, and she just have a little day, field day eating her little food. Like, I feed her. So, you know, that's the reason why I actually stopped. So we do, so she does formula ever so often, but she mainly, because I'm home, it's easier for me to nurse her around the clock. And I absolutely nurse her around the clock. Now, the only side of the thing about that is she can be hungry every 2 hours, every 3 hours, or she can be hungry every hour and a half, or in between those times. So you got to be prepared to feed. So I'm like constantly feeding her. Again, she's a big baby. And the other thing, she tends to fall asleep while she's eating. And so that she's not necessarily full sometimes. Or sometimes she's full and her body's trying to figure out if she's full and needs some more. You know, it's a couple of layers to it. So whenever she needs it, I mean, now she knows. She knows when I lay her back a certain position, or if I lay her on my chest a certain way. And I'm getting engorged now. she knows like that's my feeding position. It's time to eat. So if anybody holds her, which not many people hold her, let's be honest, but if anybody holds her, I tell them like, hey, that's her position. Like she's gonna reach for it. Like you better be ready. Yeah, I wasn't sure exactly how I was gonna feel about just breastfeeding. I really just started exclusively breastfeeding just to see if I would like it or how I would like it, how it would make me feel. And we good, you know. We's good. So I'm not upset about the decision I made to just go to exclusively feeding. Now again, like I say, I still have milk stored in case we going out or something and I need to pack up some bottles or whatever. I still have that. Like that's available. But just me to be feeding on a bottle. And the other thing about pumping is all these damn pump parts. Every time I finish, I had to clean the pump part. And the more pump parts I bought, the more I had to clean. Like, yeah, it's a good idea to have multiple pump parts so you don't have to clean as often. But, ooh, it gets so tiresome to have to clean them damn pump parts. I got tired of cleaning pump parts. Like, let's just be honest. I'm tired. And then I got tired of cleaning bottles. Now, do I still have to clean bottles now? Absolutely. Bottles still need to be cleaned now, but not as often because I don't use them as often. So, pros and cons to everything, y'all. But if you like cleaning bottles and you like cleaning, like all the things, by all means, do you, boo. But I wasn't like just so fond of it. I did it, and when I did it, it was like it was my time. You know what I mean? Like I took it and made it like into my little therapy time. Because sometimes I would come in here and turn on the music just to play a little music, and kind of zone out while I do that. So. All right, so there's the fish. I seasoned it with butter, lemon pepper, and blackened seasoning. And this is what it look like when they come out. I like my stuff to be crisp. We got some corn. Oh, and the rest of the stuff in here, blackened. And then I got the corn on the cob going. This is the cabbage, y'all. But what happened with the cabbage was I let the stuff brown at the bottom and my water turned brown. But it's cabbage. And then this is what we call a dump cake. So you get this. One day I'll show you how to make it. But yeah, I'm going to put this in the oven because that's going to be our dessert. And we almost done cooking. We almost done cooking. She's not going to lay on her back. But what I would say, I would encourage anybody to, if you're having a baby, and if you can, I would definitely encourage you to try to breastfeed, whether it be pump or whether it be nursing or however. I would highly recommend that you try it. Give it a chance. I don't know how long I'm going to nurse her. I said 6 months. And then I said I was going to start weaning her at 6 months. To be honest, that's probably going to be harder on me than it is going to be on her. But that's probably when I'm going to start weaning her, around 6 months. Because we got to let go sometime, right? At least that's what they tell me. At least that's what they say. So, yeah. So, that's that. Like I say, I'm not mad at my decision to start exclusively breastfeeding. I think that was probably one of the best decisions I made. One of the best decisions I made. I enjoyed the time that me and her get together. Doing those feedings. Like, it just all works out.